What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to Dynamic AI Tech. JP here. If you haven't already done so, could you please like and subscribe to this channel? Because our purpose here is to find the best free or highly discounted AI generation programs, because my goodness, we know how expensive costs can get as content creators. Now today, I'm going to do a deep dive into Suno's latest version 4.5. And Suno is not only about creating brand new awesome AI music, it's also about reimagining your music if you're a songwriter or other people's music, and bringing this music into a completely different audio dimension. And we're going to be going through these awesome new features today. So just stay tuned. Now, by the end of this video, I would be shocked if you did not go ahead and purchase a subscription to Suno. It being $10 a month, it is very, very affordable, and you can create 5 to 600 songs per month with those credits that they give you. And as a little disclaimer, I am not an affiliate of Suno. I wish Suno AI had an affiliate program, because I would be jumping on board with that, because I am a walking billboard for Suno AI. I have YouTube channels that I've monetized with Suno AI. I have friends who have monetized YouTube channels, and all they're doing is uploading this new AI music or this reimagined music up to these YouTube channels, getting them monetized, and yes, they're making money every month. So anyway, we're going to dive right into Suno right now. Okay, so here we are on the dashboard, and we're going to be living here in Create. And look, there's some other tabs here: library, search, there's a radio. You can explore 10,000 different types of music genres and what have you. So you are going to come over here and we're going to click on Create. So there are two modes up here up top. One is simple, one is custom. If you just want to create a song quickly, you're just going to type in here what your song is. This is just an example, cold sea shanty song about nostalgia. But you're going to type this in. If you need some inspiration, you're going to go right here and you can press this plus button and you can just add whatever. It just added pop rock to this. And then it's just adding things. So again, indie pop, punk, Chinese, surf rock, it's just adding a lot of stuff. So anyway, if you have an idea, you're just going to type it in here. And we're going to go ahead and create something. Let's create rich melody, and then we're going to add in jazz. And we're going to create, real quick, if you want to make this an instrumental track, you would click this right here, but we're not going to make this instrumental. I want to make it lyrics. And you can add audio to this. You can upload your own audio. We're going to talk about that in a few minutes. And then you could add lyrics, but then that would change this over to custom. And we're not talking about custom. We're just doing simple right now. So just in our simple mode, we're going to go ahead and create a rich melody jazz song. And within 10 seconds, you will have two versions. With every one creation, you are going to receive two results. All right, let's take a quick listen. We're not going to listen to the whole thing, so stay tuned.
The velvet moonlight softly glows.
Cool. Let's listen real quick to the second version. Oh, I like this one. Oh, nice.
The evening knows.
Okay, very cool. All right. So anyway, that is the simple, quick describe your song version. And we're going to go to custom now. And with custom, you can add your own lyrics. You can have, let's see, by line. You can have the AI create all the lyrics for you, but you have to have a theme or a topic. Beach visit, write lyrics. Visiting the beach, a beach day, whatever you want. To give it a few seconds, and there you go. It'll give you a couple versions: sandy toes, salty air. So let's just select this option here. And then there you go. It placed in the lyrics in your lyric section, and then the style of music. And right now, we're not, look up here, it says audio, persona, and inspo, which is inspiration. We're going to talk about that in a minute, so stay with me here. So let's go style of music. We're going to go 90s R&B with 80s synth pads. All right, let's do that. And let's see if there's anything else we want to add. I don't want to make this instrumental, which I could make this track instrumental. It's going to sound like 90s R&B with 80 synth pads without lyrics. Advanced options. Weirdness. This is new. This is 4.5 version. The other versions did not have this. We're going to go female. Weirdness. No. Style influence. We're going to keep everything right in the middle. More options. Again, this is new, guys. So this is cool. And then we're going to create. And within a few seconds, we're going to have our 2 generations. And that was quick. All right, let's listen. Yeah, okay. All right, let's get to the lyrics.
Footprints fade like they've been here before. A seagull laughs high. The wind's on cold. The choir begin. Sandy toes, salty air.
Okay, so Suno did an awesome job at representing the 90s era right there with 80s synth pads. Well done. It actually sounds like a 90s artist named Brandy. But well done, Suno. If you are going to create a YouTube channel, I would suggest you sticking to a theme or a niche and don't kind of go all over the place. So there is a channel that only does classical music, but they have hundreds of thousands of views, and they are strictly doing classical AI music that sounds like Mozart and Beethoven. All right, so anyway, let's keep moving. All right, so now you have an idea of just how these modes work, simple and custom. Okay, so let's talk about what we can do with the songs that we create. So look on the right side, and you're going to see these 3 buttons right here on the right side of the track. More options open up, and we're going to talk about this, and then we're going to talk about what you can do with your own music or music that you want to upload to reimagine. So you can remix and edit this. You can create a cover song of this song. So if I wanted to make this sound like a rap song, like an 80s rap song, or a contemporary love ballad song of 2025, you can do that. You can extend the music. You can use the styles and the lyrics. You can adjust the speed of the song. You can crop, and then you can replace sections. We're not going to do these over here. Okay, so that is the remix edit. Let's go to create. And here is where it says make persona. We can remaster this track, and then you can add this to, you can create a song radio station with this music, with this song. So let's talk about this persona feature or function right here. So with persona, if you like the voice of whoever or whatever is singing this track, you can save that voice, and then you can apply that voice to anything else you want. In essence, you are making a profile of this person or this AI that is singing this song. For instance, this is a woman who sounds like Brandy from the 90s. If you really like that, if I really like that, I can go ahead and I'm going to make persona. So it's based on Sandy Toes and Salty Air. So I'm going to want to name this persona or this AI person, this AI singer. So I'm going to call this person Charlotte. And you can create an avatar. So let's go to upload photo. All right, I just uploaded a random photo of this person who I found on Canva. All right, so you could also use here prompt Suno to create an image. Woman singer in her 20s. And that's all I'm going to put. Let's have Suno create our avatar. Okay, that's fine. Let's use that one. Okay. All right. So describe this person's sound or bio. let's see, can I have, and I just put Charlotte is an R&B singer in her 20s with a smooth sound who can sing just about anything from jazz to rap to contemporary Christian music. All right, and we are going to save this profile. All right, so we have created a persona. Love the voice, love the style. Now I can use this persona and create other music using this voice. Okay, so we talked about persona. Let's take a look in these three little dots again right here. We can get the stems to this music. What are stems? Let's take a peek. So the stems are the different instruments used in the song, right? So it's going to cost credits to do this. If you want to extract all the stems, you're going to have to use 50 credits. If you just want the vocals separate from all the instrumentals, that's 10 credits. But let's go ahead and extract. We're going to use 50 credits for this because I want to show you how this works. Okay, so here we are, and this is a dream come true for a sound engineer and a producer like myself. What I could do is I could download each individual track, and then I can upload them into Logic Pro, and then I can kind of manipulate them how I want. I can mix them how I want, and then I can add my own vocals over them too, or add my own background vocals as well. So let's see if I can listen to each individual track. Okay, to listen to each individual track, you just hit this little S right here, which stands for solo, or the M stands for mute. So if I want to just mute the vocals, I can do that. Okay, let's solo the vocals. Sandy toes. This, like I said before, is a dream come true. I'm going to go ahead and download all the stems. It says preparing may take a while. Oh, and it's done. And it downloads in a zip file. So Sandy Toes, let's click on this. Click on this. And there they are. This makes me so happy. Okay. So let's click out of that, and we're going to come back here and click on these three little dots. And that's get stems. You can add to queue, add to a playlist. Now we're going to talk about playlists in a second. Let's do that. Let's add this to a playlist. And we're going to create a playlist called Charlotte. And then we're going to click on that, and we just added this song to a playlist called Charlotte. All right, let's come back over here, click on the three dots, and then you can publish the song to Suno's public library. Song details, let's click on that. You can enter in all the details on this track. You can share it. Okay, so we just did a deep dive of what is in these three little dots. But let's go over here here's persona again. We're going to go over to the left side where it says persona. Select a persona. So this is when you want to create other music using a persona. And there it is. There's Charlotte right here. I'm going to do another song. Love song in New York City. Write lyrics. Let's talk real quick about lyrics. I am not a huge fan of Suno lyrics. I'm not a huge fan of any AI lyrics. So what I like to do is I actually like to create and modify lyrics in ChatGPT. I don't really like how they use neon lights in a lot of their lyrics. So I'm going to just select this one for now. But what you could do instead of having Suno create the lyrics is go to ChatGPT, copy them, and paste them right here in this section where it says lyrics. Okay. So, and if I kind of like these lyrics, I can copy these and then copy and paste these into ChatGPT and have ChatGPT kind of modify them for me based on my prompt. All right, and we're going to change the style here. Remember, we're using the persona, but we want to create a completely different style using Charlotte's voice. We're going to go contemporary pop 2020s. All right, contemporary pop 2020s. Let's do it. All right, let's listen real quick. I'm not going to play the whole song, so stand by.
Neon lights kiss the midnight air.
Nice.
Taxi horns hum a love affair. Concrete jungle, but I see its fade. It's all where the night never sleeps, where the stars can't be seen, but our love runs deep.
Okay, so a great song, as you saw there or heard. I was scrubbing through it because I didn't want to hear the whole thing. What I like to do is sample the verse and then quickly sample how the chorus sounds. And I will often delete a lot of songs or move to trash. If I don't like how it sounds, I will immediately trash it. So there's not so much noise in my visual noise in my Suno library. So let's listen to the second one.
Neon lights there. I see just you. Crowded streets faded.
Okay, so really good. Again, we're just demonstrating how the voice transfers over to different styles. Let's listen to Sandy Toes again, the original persona.
In the breeze, it clings to my skin. The oceans are quiet. Let the sun
Oop, I think it was...
take every time.
Yeah, so it did a good job. Again, I create a persona. Now I have a profile and a bio for my brand new singer, Charlotte. Okay, so let's talk about Inspo. That was persona and how to use that. Let's go to Inspo, which is inspiration. And you need to click a playlist. So if you like songs in a particular playlist, for instance, this one right here, I created a playlist earlier with a song that I loved. I created a country song about 8 months ago on Suno, and I absolutely loved it. I created a playlist. So I need to create new lyrics for this. So we're going to go Love on the Farm because it's a country song, and we'll see what happens with this. Please don't put any neon lyrics in here, Suno, please. The rooster calls at the crack of dawn, bare feet. Love on the farm is wild and free. Rooster. Okay, so we're just going to select this first option. And contemporary, I want to make this a... Yeah, let me give you an idea of what the song sounds like, and then we're going to do the before and the after.
Walking through the fields, golden corn rises high. Sun up in the sky, life on the land.
Okay, so you get an idea on that. So let's go down here, and we're going to take that sound, and we're going to, let's make a Motown. Let's keep it Motown and see what happens, right? So that's a contemporary country song. We're going to make it Motown with a little inspiration. Here we go.
The rooster calls at the crack of dawn. Bare feet running through the dewy lawn. Coffee's brewing on the old wood stove. Your laugh's the only
Okay, that doesn't really sound like Motown. I don't know what happened with that. Let's listen.
the dewy lawn.
Okay, so it definitely got the inspiration from the song, and I don't know why. I'm not really sure why I put Motown in here and it still sounds country, which is okay. However, it definitely has the same type of feel. It's an inspired This song was absolutely inspired by the sound of this song. However, what's the point of having this? Let's put 80s rock and see what happens.
The rooster calls at the crack of dawn.
Okay, so that kind of worked. It does sound like 80s rock. Let's hear this one.
The rooster calls at the crack of dawn.
Okay, so with this inspiration, I'm going to have to play around with this a little bit more, but I'm thinking that it's going to stick with the style or close to the style and the sound of this particular song. Okay, and now let's do audio here. So we did persona, we did the inspiration, and then let's go to audio. All right, let's upload one of my original songs. We're going to save this. And we're going to, look, we can make a cover from this. We can extend the audio, or we can just, it's also going to save it to the library. Let's continue. And let's see where'd it go. So here it is. It saved it to my library, BL, which is stands for BandLab. I mastered it in BandLab. The song is called Sideways. And I'll let you listen to it, and I'm going to show you what we can do with this.
I'm moving sideways, like I don't care any.
Okay, so this is a song that I created. I recorded in Logic, and I did the vocals. I sang on this one. So this is what I love as an engineer. I can come in here, and I can use these three little dots, and I can remix this. I can create a cover of this one. I can extend it again. I can remaster it. So if I wasn't happy with how I mastered it in BandLab, I can remaster it right here. I'm going to create a cover of this song. And if you look here, awesome. It extracted the lyrics and it added them for me already. 80s synthwave rock. That's what I want to do. And I'm just going to let Suno create the vocalist for me. I'm not going to use a persona. Okay, let's remix this. All right, here we go.
I'm moving sideways, like I don't care anymore.
I love it.
Got your attention. What am I doing this for? 101 I run from you, thinking my hurt would fade. Find myself far from you, but I can't stay away. But you found me in the same dark place I'm always in, and now I see there's always a way back to you again.
Wow, I love it. Okay, so you hear what that can do. I'm really impressed with this. And that's just one version of a million different versions that I could create. So literally, this AI program is a musical playground, especially for a sound engineer and a music producer like myself. I could spend hours on this right now, but I'm not going to keep you guys here. You've been with me long enough, and I appreciate you holding on and staying with me on this. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And please like and subscribe, because again, our channel is about getting the word out about finding free or highly discounted AI generation programs, because like I said before, things are so expensive right now, and I appreciate you all with me, and I will see you all hopefully on my next video. Take care.